Right now, I am looking at two potential trading setups on Bitcoin. And on today's update video, I am going to be exactly reveal what my strategy is going to be on Bitcoin, where I will be opening up my next trade here. And also on today's update video, I will be, of course, dive deeper in towards the imminent short term, the exact liquidity heat map, what are the chances for the coming weeks and this year where Bitcoin is most likely heading towards. I'm gonna all discuss it, including the fact that we've seen just the worst month ever on the spot Bitcoin ETF. So this and so much more will be getting discussed on today's update video. So don't forget to once again watch this video till the end, slap off that like button back above 1000 likes, it will be highly appreciated, and let me jump straight away in today's update video. So to kick off the video, let me jump straight away in towards the potential trade I am currently looking to take here. So for me, what I'm currently planning to do here is actually, as of this moment of time here, I am waiting because in my opinion, there are two most likely possible scenarios for Bitcoin, which are going to be playing out in the upcoming weeks here. And what I think here is that either Bitcoin is going to be bouncing from off this green box right here. And in case that is going to be happening, I will be doing nothing. And in the case Bitcoin is going to be bouncing back towards the top side of this region, I want to be opening up a short position. Why? Is because I think Bitcoin is going to create a lower high, and such a price target of such a short trade is going to be having a tremendous risk to reward here, and that is of course one of the trades I'm looking to be taking. In case we're not going to be seeing the short position, and let's say Bitcoin is still going to be a little bit more weaker, like we also are seeing right now, because in my opinion, the reaction from of this support box is not so strong here, and that is why I'm not fully confident that we are indeed going to already see this bounce back towards the upside. And there could be a possible scenario that Bitcoin is first going to be bouncing back towards the 70k support box, and in case Bitcoin is going to be coming back towards the 70k support box, I want to be opening up a long position on 72,000 US dollars with approximately a stop loss around $67,000. And then I would also once again trade it back towards the top side. So there are two very good potential trades that I am personally looking to be taking here. And honestly, these trades both have a tremendous risk to reward with a ratio about 6 to 7. So these are two very great trading setups I am personally looking to be taking. And honestly, the chances that we are going to get these trade opportunities are going to be quite big here. But one thing is for certain is that I will be needing to be But personally, I do need to be patient on these opportunities. So that is, of course, exactly what I will continue to do so. Because honestly, if I am currently also looking at the prediction markets, which are usually right here, because prediction markets is where most of the money is sitting. If I am looking at these markets, we are expecting that in the coming week here, so price for Bitcoin between 24 and the 30th of November, it is a 54% chance that we are actually going to be hitting 90,000 US dollars. And there's about a 40% chance that we're going to be going below $84,000. So as of from now on, where we're currently trading from, the chance is actually bigger that Bitcoin is going to be seeing a bounce towards the upside rather towards the downside. At least that is what the prediction market is telling us on the imminent short term here. And also the prediction market on Polymarket is saying that in 2025 here, the chances are the biggest that Bitcoin is actually going to be still breaking below 80,000 US dollars within about 52% here. And there's only a 39% chance that Bitcoin is going to be breaking above 100,000 US dollars. So according to Polymarket, which is the biggest prediction market, there's just a very likely chance that Bitcoin is still going to be breaking below $80,000. And in my opinion, if we are going to be seeing a break below $80,000, which is corresponding with this major box of support here, this is going to be the next big level of support for Bitcoin to be found here, which is trading around 73 to about 72,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin price action. And of course, if I'm right now looking at the liquidity heat map, we are seeing that there's a bunch of liquidity being piled up above us. And yeah, most of this liquidity is laying around 100,000 US dollars. And yeah, I do think that there's going to be a big chance we're going to be filling it up here. And ultimately, guys, if I'm going to be looking at it, we have been discussing it in many videos before as well. I do think there's going to be a very likely scenario that Bitcoin is going to be retracing back towards the 200-day moving average. This happened in the beginning of the 2022 bear market. This happened in the beginning of the 2018 bear market. And this is most likely going to be happening again here if this 4-year cycle is exactly going to be playing out like all the previous ones, obviously, right? So Of course, this is one of the things I will be looking at. I mean, if I'm looking at the 4-year cycle, it has once again exactly predicted the top for Bitcoin, just like it did in 2021 and just like it did in 2017. So I will be continue to believe in the Bitcoin 4-year cycle until it gets invalidated. And that is, of course, going to be very, very important. And for the first time right now here, we are starting to see that the funding rates are starting to flip ever so slightly on Bitcoin. This is something that is, of course, considered a little bit more bullish. But in my opinion, I do need to see the funding rates drop more aggressively for me to really say, okay, now we're really creating a bottom. And I mean, just like I said earlier, there could be a very big chance that Bitcoin indeed is going to be seeing a slight little bounce towards the upside. But ultimately, for me to really call a bottom confidently, I need to see a different structure that allows me to say that I think the bottom is going to be in here. And also, I will be, of course, taking these trades on WEEX, and I'm going to be showing you step by step on the channel, and of course, all my exact trading setups I will be sharing also in the VIP Telegram group here in the second link in today's video description for everyone to stay up to date. And in that VIP Telegram group, guys, as well, we have multiple traders trading there. And for example, Rizal also had a very good short position on Solana and on Ethereum. And he also already is hitting some take profits. So it's not only me who's sharing trading setups in this group here, in the VIP Telegram group. But yeah, if you join it, you can stay up to date on all the trades here. So make sure to definitely join the VIP Telegram group to stay up to date on all the trades here. And also right now, there is an insane deposit bonus being run on WEEX, because whoever is depositing $100 gets a free 50 USDT in bonus on the WEEX exchange here. So if you're looking for a safe and reliable exchange, make sure to check out WEEX in the first link in today's video description, because it's not only the 50% deposit bonus you can currently claim here, but also a 25% fee rebate by signing up an account using that first link in today's video description. So this is definitely the best campaign that WEEX is currently being running. So yeah, if you're interested on trading on the new exchange here, check out WEEX. It's personally my favorable exchange to be trading on. So further on Bitcoin, if I'm just looking at most of the charts, of course, we are seeing this. Of course, if I'm looking at most of the charts, we have seen, of course, the death cross on Bitcoin. And historically, this also means that we are indeed entering a bear market whenever this happens at the end stage of the 4-year cycle. And for me, I will be continuing to be looking at this chart right here, because ultimately, I do think that this chart right here is going to tell us something about where Bitcoin is most likely going to be bottoming. And of course, the 200 weekly moving average is going to be a very important one. It's currently trading around 56,000 US dollars. And historically, we have bounced from off this level. But in my opinion, I have not accumulated any Bitcoin yet so far here. I'm still sitting on a lot of spot positions. But whenever Bitcoin goes below $72,000, I'm going to be aggressively start to accumulate Bitcoin again here. And whenever it goes below $50,000, I will be literally sell all my real estate and go all in on Bitcoin again here, because I have offloaded a lot of Bitcoin into real estate in this zone right here. And I will be basically sell all my real estate to go back into Bitcoin in case we're going to go towards about 50,000 US dollars. So that is going to be my strategy. For me, everything below 50K is going to be for me an all-in zone. But of course, from off 70K, will be basically start to accumulate Bitcoin again with a DCA structure to basically get the best average entry price. So of course, everyone has to have their own strategy. But as of for now, I don't really still see a bottoming structure. But whenever I see a clear bottoming structure, just like we saw in 2022 with this bullish divergence, I will be, of course, notify everyone out there, because that is going to be giving us a tremendous opportunity to open up big swing trades on Bitcoin. Then talking a little bit about Ethereum, we've been exactly bouncing from the level we've been talking about. And honestly, it has been more than likely that Ethereum was going to see a bounce from off this region. But ultimately, if Bitcoin is going to see a dump, Ethereum is going to be following eventually. Of course, the ETH compared to Bitcoin valuation has seen a slight little bounce as well from off this very critical previous level of resistance, now flipping into support, obviously. So Ethereum, of course, bouncing from weekly resistance. But ultimately here, I mean, this big rally we got, of course, on Ethereum was due to the fact that Bitmain bought up about 3% of the Ethereum supply. And now with basically so many people selling off here, it is basically coming down very aggressively again here. But let's see where it is going to go towards, of course. Ultimately, I will keep all my attention to Bitcoin. And whenever I think Bitcoin is going to be creating a bottom, I will be continue to think so. The same on Ethereum. But let's say Bitcoin is going to drop another 20% from here on. It is obviously going to be affecting Ethereum extremely, extremely hard here. So yes, it is likely that we got this bounce from off the Fibonacci golden pocket entry right here. but I'm not sure how strong we're going to be holding it. And same for the setup I shared on Bitcoin. Basically, I think for Ethereum, it's going to be a good zone to short it around the 3,600 US dollar level, which corresponded with previous big support. Here flipped into resistance. It is a liquidity zone, and also you're seeing it's corresponding on the Fibonacci level of resistance. So this was it for me in today's update video, guys. If you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap on that like button, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.